Last week, the boys were getting into fights. And now this week, the ladies said, move over, it's our turn. Ice Spice gets into a fight at McDonald's, and Jada, Wayda, and Des Dior get into a fight at the club. It seems like something's in the air. After 7 long months, David is finally in police custody for the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Khloe Kardashian is speaking out, and she's not holding back Lamar. And Future is back in court for a paternity lawsuit. Are we shocked? An Uber Eats driver says she had to cancel her delivery order after she realized what her customer ordered. And let's just say it wasn't your typical late night snack. Let's watch.
I literally just had to cancel an order because this lady ordered 48 bricks to go into my... Why would you order 48 bricks through Uber Eats? So I called the man and I'm like, hey, I cannot put these... The lady told me, she said, it's 48 bricks. They're about... She showed me how big they are. And she was like, I'm not gonna lie, we load them for you, but you're gonna have to take them out.
Listen, can you blame her for canceling that order? Why are you ordering 48 bricks through Uber Eats? You guys tell me, would you keep this order or would you cancel it? Think about it. 48 bricks in the back of your car that you have to unload, and there could be possible steps involved. Yeah, it doesn't sound too fun. Finally, after 7 long months, an arrest has been made in a case that's been leaving us all searching for answers. Singer David, known for going viral off of TikTok, has now been arrested in connection to the death of 14-year-old Celeste. Celeste was reported missing months before authorities found her body inside a Tesla linked back to David. Her body had allegedly been there for an extended period of time before anyone even knew. And after months of piecing things together, police have now made their move. As of now, David has been taken into custody and he is being held without bond. His legal team is trying to maintain his innocence by saying that he has not committed an actual crime. And if you've seen this next clip, you might just disagree.
That came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear. I've seen people online take different meanings and interpretations from that one part of the song where it's like it's their past selves that's dying. And they're not even crying about it because they're evolved or become better people or have killed addictions and other different stuff like that. So I think it's very powerful in that way too.
That, along with his matching tattoo with an underage girl and the burn cage that he had in his Hollywood home, I'm not sure if any of this is okay or normal. So right now, the case is still being unfolded and there are tons of questions that need to be answered. We will keep you guys up to date. Just make sure you guys subscribe to our newsletter at sscradio.com. Jada Pinkett Smith is back in headlines for speaking her truth while she's on a press run for her memoir. Let's take a listen.
Now, mind you, Will and I were not together. We hadn't been together. 2016. And I decided I'm going to take myself to the table. Will says, I want to come to the table with you. And I was really surprised, and I was like, wow. He's like, I don't want you to be at the table by yourself. I want to support you. And so I was like, oh, okay. So he comes to the table, and I try to...
Now, this is why everyone's confused, because is Jada basically saying that she didn't cheat on Will because technically they weren't together? Is that what I'm hearing? For those of you who don't know, Jada Pinkett Smith came out in 2020 speaking on her relationship with August Alsina. Her and Will sat down for an episode of Red Talk Table and they spoke all about her entanglement. Jada said that they were separated at the time and she was just in a broken place and things happened. Now, years later, she's doubling down on that narrative, basically saying that we don't know what happens behind closed doors. And that is so true because we don't know these people. Some fans are praising her and some fans are telling her you need to keep your marriage private. If Will isn't talking about it, why are you talking about it? But then again, this is her memoir, y'all. This is her story. She is allowed to speak her truth. Jada also mentioned that Will just couldn't keep her happy no matter how much he tried. And truthfully, that's not his responsibility. That's not. That's probably the realest thing she said. It's not your partner's responsibility to keep you happy. People on the internet started to side-eye that comment just a little bit, only because they know that Will risked his reputation for her. That man smacked Chris Rock at the Academy Awards. Okay, he's been banned since. That's why some folks feel like maybe you should keep certain things private in your relationship just out of the strength and respect for Will. But y'all tell me, was Jada just speaking her truth? Was she just being transparent? Or yeah, should she just stay private? Future is back in headlines, and this time it's not about music, it's about court. Future has been hit with a paternity lawsuit by his ex, Layla Sanad, who claims he is the father of her 9-year-old son born back in 2017. She's now asking the court to officially establish paternity, and she's also going after child support, including back pay, for the last 2 years. Girl, stand in line because you're not the only one. The same day these filings came out, another ex, Brittany Mealy, accused Future of changing his phone number and not seeing their son Prince in over 16 months. But here's where things get messy. Layla says she and Future were in a romantic relationship, and she claims he's already admitted to being the father. Future isn't necessarily pushing back or denying everything outright, but he is challenging the case. He's asking for the Florida lawsuit to be dismissed, arguing that the case belongs in Arizona, where he says the child and mother live. And according to court filings, Future has already opened a separate case in Arizona where he refers to the child as Cash Wilburn and claims he's been voluntarily paying around $3,500 a month in child support. I believe this would be Future's 8th kid with, honestly, I don't even know how many women, I just know it would be multiple. What a high value man. As of now, the court hasn't made a final decision, but we will keep you guys updated as much as we can. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to our newsletter at sszradio.com. Let's move on to the next story. Alexis Skyy is hiring, y'all. She's looking for licensed agents and those who want to join the life insurance industry. One thing about it, that is Miss Alexis keep a job Skyy, okay? Y'all can say whatever y'all want about her, but make sure you guys mention that she's a hustler and that she takes care of her daughter as well. Can we list all the things she's done? She was a rapper, she was on Love and Hip Hop, she's done nightlife, she's done real estate, she's doing life insurance right now. I think she had a hair care line, and I'm sure there's more, period. Honestly, that's how you should use your free will. Legally though, let's see what the internet has to say, because y'all obviously pissed her off real bad, because this is what she posted in response to whatever foolishness y'all were seeing in the comments.
Well Builders Financial has a brand new call center, and we're hiring licensed agents and unlicensed agents. If you need to pass your...
Y'all done got the girl mad. Let's move on to the next story. The girls are fighting. What is going on with all of these celebrity fights lately? Ice Spice is going viral for a fight that occurred at a Hollywood McDonald's. According to reports, she was just sitting down minding her business when a fan walked up and got a little too comfortable and things went left. They started fighting inside the McDonald's, and then it ended up spilling outside the McDonald's. Ice Spice's team is calling for legal action, and as they should, because what makes y'all so comfortable? What makes y'all so entitled? I'm sure this is going to be an easy lawsuit because the girl came online and told us her confession. I mean, her side. Let's take a listen.
And then immediately, Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, "Why are you over here? You could leave. Bye." And I'm like, "Why are you being rude?" Pretty much. I'm like, "You in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people. Like, if you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, 'Oh, I'm not in the mood' or something, right? Instead of just yelling at me." So she kept going on. Then she calls me a bitch. So after she calls me a bitch, I hit her. So I hit her, and then so I got escorted out the McDonald's.
And here's the thing, this isn't the only fight the girls had this week. Jada Chivez and Des Dior got into a huge brawl out in Atlanta. By the looks of it, Jada confronted Emily Huff at the club, and then obviously it went left. Apparently, Emily Huff was Jada's former friend who slept with her baby daddy, aka Lil Baby. Thankfully for Jada, she had her right-hand man, Des Dior, right there with her. I'm still wondering how it got that bad to the point where everyone had Jada in a headlock. Khloe Kardashian is now openly admitting that she regrets her role in Lamar's newest documentary called Untold: The Death and Life of Lamar Odom, and she says she only did it as a favor to him. Which I understand because Khloe agreed to share something so personal to us. She agreed to share one of the most painful moments she's ever endured. So I can understand why she thought Lamar would handle it with care. But instead, he's not. He's basically calling her a liar when it comes down to his father wanting to pull the plug.
She revealed that your dad wanted to take you off life support.
Yeah. You know, I was knocked out and sleep at that time, but, you know, if you know Joe Odom, I don't think that's something that would ever come out of his mouth. He was my, biggest fan. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know where that got caught and mistranslated.
You feel like that's not the truth?
I mean, I just
Or you'd like to believe that's not the truth?
I mean, I just can't see him ever doing that.
Another thing she mentioned was that she wasn't paid a single cent for this documentary. She did this for free. So imagine hearing Lamar saying that he basically used her and her family for fame.
You're sitting on camera saying you married me for fame? What? Behind the scenes, your friends, you guys are all saying how you were with me just for fame. That's like some up. Like, I feel so dumb. I spent hours in time doing this documentary as a favor. I'm not paid 1 penny.
Like, that is so heartbreaking to me because everyone knows Khloe truthfully loved Lamar. Did Lamar truthfully love Khloe? That's really the question I want to ask. He's still here because of her. He survived because of her. But she had to survive him. Now that's deep. Alright y'all, let's get into main character or menace of the week. Main character of the week goes out to a real life hero out in Oklahoma. A high school principal is being praised after he saved his students from what could have been a full-blown tragedy.
Tonight, new video of the heart-stopping moments a gunman walks into Pauls Valley High School in Oklahoma. You can see a pistol in hand. But watch what unfolds next. Principal Kirk Moore in the blue shirt emerging from another door and tackling the suspect, identified by police as 20-year-old Victor Hawkins, a former student of the school.
What's insane about this story is that police say that the gunman showed up with plans to carry out a Columbine-style attack, and the principal himself was an actual target. Before things could escalate, the principal, Kirk Moore, didn't hesitate. He tackled the suspect, even after he was shot in the leg. Please let that sink in, because some people would run, okay? That man held his own. He's no longer just any principal. That man is a hero. All right, y'all, that's a wrap on this week's episode of So Serious Weekly with Media Merles. Thank you for watching. If you laughed, if you learned something, or even if you side-eyed the screen just a little bit, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to our morning newsletter at sszradio.com. Until next week.